Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back at you again. It's Urban Redpill. Today, I want to have a discussion about the title, Those Are Not Your Kids. What I mean by this title is when I talk to guys who have actual children or those who plan to have children in the future, I notice when they speak about it, I want kids. I want to have me a son. I want a daughter. I want kids that are mine. I want to pass on my legacy. And, some say they just pretty much love the joy of kids. And, I listen, I smile, I just go along with it. But in the back of my mind, from a red pill perspective, I understand how much in the dark that they're in. As a man, you don't have kids, generally. Those kids don't belong to you, generally. What I mean by that is I've checked multiple resources. Not resources, but sources, and it's somewhere between 85-90% of all child custody hearings and cases. The mother gets full custody of the kids. Please explain to me how does something that gets done 90% of the time equals a child being yours? Honestly, those kids belong to the woman and the state, which is the father, the alpha, the provisioner. What I mean by that is, yes, they still need you to pay child support and support that child, whether you want to or not, by via the alpha state. But those kids belong to the women. You're there to actually financially support the kid through the child support system, but your influence over that child is forbidden. Now I know some people want to say, well, I know someone who has full custody, joint custody, whatever the case may be, or oh, you need to fight or this and that. But at the end of the day, generally speaking, that's just not the case. Think about it like this: you have a kid. All right, let's just take the hit. We say, okay, you're going to be financially, responsible for the kid for 18 years, which I think both parents should, but for some reason the guy is held with that burden. Socializing a child is very important also. You, whatever morals, whatever views, or whatever that you would like to instill into your offspring, that's going to be forbidden. The person that's socializing your child is going to be the mother. And we already know from watching women these days and watching how crazy they become. A lot of them on medications, they're depressed, the whole 9 yards. That's just a bad deal. So not only do you have to pay for a child, you have no influence over it. Secondly, like the integrity that comes with men, especially if you have sons. That's a great feature to pass down to your kid. But unfortunately, in the United States, that is forbidden. What I mean by, if the mother, let's just say you want to teach some integrity lessons or whatever to your son, and it's not okay with the mother, she has all rights and all, power to go ahead and take the kid from you, and you have nothing else to do with it. Morals. The, the kid's morals pretty much are going to come from his mother. Women are hive minded and their morals are based on the morals of the hive. And we all see what the hive is. So you coming in as an individual, as a man, thinking that you're going to go and put whatever, instill whatever morals into your child and have free reign to do that, that's just not the case. It's just not going to happen. Okay, and class. Women in 2019, or pretty much for the past 30 to 40 years, you've seen the class level decline. You see the offspring that they have produced. You see how classless they are. You see all of these things that they lack. You don't think that those fathers wanted to be in those children's lives? What happened was they're not able to do it. Why? Because those kids are not theirs. The only thing that you have in those kids that belong to you is your DNA. All of the other outside attributes that you should have as a father, that kids of the past had the advantage to have, those things no longer exist. The feminist courts ran by women, policies, whatever the case may be, they work in their favor. I would advise any guy that does not have any children at this time and want children, I would try to find a reason to justify on why you should still walk into this trap. I would say surrogacy, but it seems like you have to be gay to get that now. I don't think they're going to let a straight guy, heterosexual guy, by themselves get have surrogacy with a kid. Just reevaluate this decision, because right now I just don't think it's a good time right now. The kid is not going to be yours. You're not going to have any influence on it. The only thing they're going to require you to do is pay. And for that, I mean, what's the whole point in the first place? If the kid's going to be with the mother, she's going to fuck him up. By the time he's 18, he's going to grow up to hate you, resent you, and he's already been socialized and raised. So at what point, what are you going to do at this point? At 18 years old, what are you going to do at that point? The child is an adult. They're thinking for themselves. It's really nothing you can do at that point. So why take yourself through it? Constantly sending a paycheck for a child that's just not yours. I just wanted to make a quick rant on that, because I hear it a lot where guys are, even the ones that have kids, they're pissed off. They're saying, oh, but that's my son, that's my daughter, but yet they still have to pay. They're paying for kids they can't see. And those who don't, they still have this dream that, oh, I'm going to have a kid, I'm going to raise a son and teach him this and teach him that, when that's just so far from the truth. Like my last video, the alpha state is the person that's in charge. The woman is lined up with the alpha state. A guy is just there to cut the check. That's it. You guys be safe out there, and I'll get back to you next time.